Hey guys, in this video I'll be showing 4 builds, a couple of new meta options regarding poison and fire element, one comfy build to tackle hard quests in case you're having a difficult time against new monsters or level 120, and a wacky new build for those who enjoy pulling some crazy Evasive gameplays. So let's begin. For the new fire element meta, we can use the most classic approach to get damage by having attack boost, critical boost, 90 to 100% affinity, a decent purple sharpness along with offensive guard, and you know the drill. Not so exciting, but it is a really solid way to create builds. The main issue with this one is that we need to grind a bit to get access to the new decos like Handicraft 2, but that is going to give us a solid advantage thanks to Protective Polish, which gives us 60 seconds, and then we have around 80 purple hits. For the particular decos we need, that is the list of them. There are some gimmicks in this build that may require a good chunk of rolls, and those are basically going for slot upgrades in almost all the armor pieces, an attack boost 3 with at the very least one tier 2 slot, and perhaps a really specific augmentation with the Onmyo Sashiko, either offensive guard or weakness exploit. So unless you're playing the PC version, this is going to require several rolls. For those who enjoy poison builds as much as I do, we can have a new solid approach to beat the heck out of the monsters. The main disadvantage is that the only way to pull this one is by turning yourself into an evasive machine, because we need to activate the status trigger as much as possible to have a solid build-up boost. Of course that it's going to help us to poison the monsters several times and activate foray. For the decos, that's the list of them. Maybe the hardest thing with this build is learning to use the evasive lance as effectively as possible. The freaking specific charm and those crazy rolls. But once you have put all of these together, you can destroy monsters while jumping here and there. For the third build, I am upgrading the old jack of all trades into a much more efficient powerhouse for those who have a bit of trouble leaving defensive skills, but also this one packs a really good punch. We are going to switch those weak armor pieces for Violet Misutsune, and that gives us the chance to increase our defense a lot, because we are going to have defense boost 7 and embolden to trigger Agitator in an easier way. The nice thing of this messy set is that it can reach over 1000 defense and stack a good amount of attack without too much effort, and if you feel like you need even more defensive skills, you can change some decos and you'll be all set, being able to get Divine Blessing 3 and Guard Up 3 while keeping most of the damage. The main reason to use that lance is because it has some extra affinity and defense. And last but not least, this is something more like an experimental build. Pulling this one off, it's going to be quite a mess because it has a really specific charm. A Blade Scale Hunt 2 along with Grinder 2. But the theorycraft behind it is quite fascinating because the idea is to have a weird evasive offensive lance. That's the list of decos, and this build has a beautiful synergy between all these skills. You can land some nasty hits, however it is gimmicky as heck. There is no other way to say it, and you may need to compromise some decos in case you lack this specific charm. Some other way to get something similar will be by getting either Grinder or Blade Scale as an armor augmentation. If you can get this specific build, it is a lot of fun, because you don't need to sharpen your weapons, you just jump here and there, and that's it. Huge damage boost. I hope you find these ideas useful, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.